viewed.
The question is simple.
Who
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out if you're
Yes
going to mock
or
me?
no, Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No? A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F?
Eric Swalwell just exposed Kash Patel in a way no one else has managed. The moment Swalwell asked whether Patel told the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name appears in the Epstein files, the director absolutely unraveled. He dodged, stalled, attacked California, attacked Swalwell, anything except answering the simplest yes or no question. And the more he dodged, the clearer it became. Patel is hiding something he desperately doesn't want on the record. Swalwell didn't just press him. He dismantled the entire facade of transparency Patel has been selling to the country. Here is the full clip.
Gentleman from Kentucky is recognized for unanimous consent.
Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to submit two sets of documents. The first is a series of emails from the victims of Jeffrey Epstein. They are making FOIA requests to get their own FBI files and not having any success. So I want to bring attention to that by submitting that to the record. The second document that I want to submit to the record, for the record, I know we don't usually read these. This one's not readable. It's completely redacted for the most part, the first 50 pages. This is actually the search warrant that was served on James O'Keefe for a diary that he had already given to the government 2 months before. And as it turns out, there were no indictments here, yet he still doesn't know why he was raided, and I think he deserves to know. So,
Without objection.
Thank you.
The chair now recognizes the gentleman from California.
Director, the first time you saw Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files. Did you close the files or keep reading?
I have reviewed not the entirety of the files, so
you haven't reviewed all of the Epstein files?
Personally, no.
You're the director of the FBI. This is the largest sex trafficking case the FBI has ever been a part of. Buck stops at the top, and your testimony today is you have not reviewed all of the files.
What I've been doing is been busy providing the safest country this country has seen in modern U.S. history in historic speed, because the men and women of the FBI are given the resources to reduce the homicide rate, to reduce the drug trafficking rate, to reduce the amount of children that are being trafficked and the number of pedophiles.
It sounds like those children being trafficked would appreciate the director reviewing the files. You said you don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so it could at least be 1,000 times. Is that right?
The number is a total misleading factor. We have not released anyone's name in the Epstein files that has not been credible.
Director, could it at least be 1,000 times?
We have released every piece of legally permissible information.
Okay,
you can characterize the numbers however you want it.
Reclaiming my time, Director. It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times.
It's not. It's not.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Do you think it might be your job to know the number?
My job is to provide for the safety and security of this country. My job is not to engage in political innuendo so you can go out to the sticks and get your 20-second hit in your fundraising article.
Director,
keep going, reclaiming your time, because the people of California are being underserved by your representation.
If the president is not implicated, why not release everything that involves him?
We have released everything, the president and anyone else's side, that is credible and lawfully be able to be released. Your fixation on this matter and baseless accusations that I'm hiding child pedophiles is disgusting. Anyone that says that needs to look at the stats alone and go back to the state of California, who's receiving the biggest surge in FBI resources through my redeployment, because the cities of Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco need it.
Director, remembering your oath to tell the truth, did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The Attorney General and I have had numerous discussions about the entirety of the Epstein files and the reviews conducted by our team.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in the Attorney's file.
It's a simple question. Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed.
The question is simple.
Who
did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out if you're going to mock me?
Yes or no, Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No? A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F?
it sounds like you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your
Director,
constituency
did
by
you tell the
focusing on
Attorney General
reducing
that
violent
Donald
crime in this
Trump's name-
country and the number of pedophiles that are
Director,
illegally
reclaiming my
harbored in
time,
your
Director.
sanctuary cities in
Director,
California?
reclaiming
I'll
my
work with
time.
you on that. Do
Regular
you want
order,
to
Mr.
work with
Chairman.
us on that?
Director,
Time
reclaiming my
belongs to the
time.
gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
Question has been asked and answered.
You have not answered it, and we will take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt. Director, did Donald Trump ever say to you, just find and release the entire truth? Don't worry if I'm in it.
The instructions from the administration were to release all credible information, and we have done that.
Did Donald Trump ever provide information about Jeffrey Epstein as an informant?
Donald Trump has not been, and I can only speak for the FBI, an informant of the FBI.
So, Director, you've played this cute shell game where you say you can't release everything because the court has said that it legally is not allowed to be released, but the court calls bullshit. Judge Richard Berman said that when you went to the court, quote, information contained in the Epstein grand jury transcripts pales in comparison to Epstein investigation information and materials in the hands of the Department of Justice. So let's move on, Director. You wrote a book called Government Gangsters. You identified 20 individuals in that book. You put me on that list at the top of the list. Thank you. My children find it flattering. 20 of those individuals have been investigated or have had adverse actions. Director, considering that you have identified these people as, quote, government gangsters, will you recuse yourself from making any investigation decisions about these individuals?
Anyone that has been terminated at the FBI has been done so
the
because
question
they failed
again.
to meet the muster in their
Director,
constitutional
I will
obligation.
work on the
No.
audio-visual capabilities.
I'm
of
going to
the room so
borrow
that you
your
can hear me.
terminology and call
I'm reclaiming
bullshit
my
on your
time.
entire career in
I'm
Congress.
reclaiming my
It
time,
has been a
Director.
disgrace to the American
Director, I'm
people.
reclaiming my
You
time.
can
No,
reclaim your
you
time all you
recuse
want.
yourself.
Mr. Chairman, you're going to allow a witness to speak this way?
Mr. Chairman, would you
give
recuse yourself, Director?
The gentleman has no time to
Mr. Chairman, would you
recuse.
admonish the witness not to insult members?
The gentleman has no time.
Mr. Chairman,
The
just
committee will remember.
quick point of order. Could the gentleman be extended an additional 20 seconds to complete his thoughts since the witness decided to interrupt him
And
continuously?
then the witness will be able to respond if he wants. We'll make sure
Thank
he has
you.
time to do that.
My question
Gentleman,
is,
continue.
will you, Director, recuse yourself, yes or no, from investigating or making decisions about the 60 individuals, including myself, that you identified as government gangsters? Yes or no?
Time of the gentleman has expired. The witness may respond if he would like.
And the answer was no, as I heard.
Correct.
Okay.
Swalwell's takedown worked for one reason. He forced Patel into a narrow corridor where truth was the only exit, and Patel sprinted in every direction except that one. When asked whether he told the Attorney General that Trump's name is in the Epstein files, Patel didn't just refuse to answer, he spiraled. He launched into rants about crime, sanctuary cities, caravans, California failures, anything to avoid admitting what every viewer could see written all over him. He cannot or will not tell the truth about what Trump's name is doing in those files. And the most damning part? Patel admitted he hasn't even reviewed the full Epstein files himself. The director of the FBI, the man in charge of the largest sex trafficking investigation in modern history, claims he didn't read everything, while simultaneously insisting that all credible information has already been released. Swalwell exposed the contradiction instantly. If Patel hasn't reviewed the full files, how can he know what's credible? How can he know what's been suppressed? How can he know whose names appear and how many times? When Swalwell asked whether Trump told Patel to release everything, even if he was implicated, Patel ducked again. And when Swalwell pointed out that Judge Berman said DOJ still holds far more Epstein material than has been released, Patel had no answer at all. But the most revealing moment came when Swalwell asked if Patel would recuse himself from investigations involving the people he publicly labeled government gangsters in his book. Patel flat out refused, confirming what the entire hearing suggested. This FBI is being run as a political weapon, not a law enforcement institution. Swalwell didn't just catch Patel contradicting himself, he caught him exposing the larger strategy, the evasiveness, and the panic that comes when someone knows the truth cannot survive daylight. And Patel's refusal to answer that one simple question, did you tell the AG Trump's name is in the files, is now louder than any answer he could have given. And here's something else I want everyone to remember. Back in 2016, when Kash Patel was asked where the Epstein files were, he gave a very simple, very confident answer. They're in the hands of the FBI. That was his line. That was his certainty. But now, after becoming the FBI director himself, he's suddenly flipping the script. Now he claims he's personally seen the files, and even admits he has no idea how many times Trump's name appears in them. Think about that whiplash. The same guy who once pointed fingers at the FBI is now the one running it, and his story changes the moment the spotlight is on him. First, he pretends the files were out of his reach. Now he's implying they were in front of him the whole time. First, he acted like Trump had nothing to do with it. Now he's admitting he doesn't even know how many times Trump is mentioned.
For years, Kash Patel called for the release of the Epstein files.
Who has Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book?
FBI.
But who?
That's under direct control of the director of the FBI.
Now Kash Patel is director of the FBI. What's he saying?
You've seen most of the files. Who, if anyone, did Epstein traffic these young women to besides himself?
Himself, there is no credible information.
So the answer is no one
For the information that we have
in the files.
in the case file.
Really? Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, was convicted of sex trafficking of a minor, conspiracy to transport minors with the intent to engage in criminal sexual activity. Does Kash Patel really think we're that stupid? Maxwell is the only person convicted of child sex trafficking, but didn't traffic to anyone? Who else knew? Who's Kash Patel protecting? Can't be too hard to figure out. Who's his boss?
Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
Release the Epstein files.